The fabric of space-time. Have you ever truly felt the silence between the stars? Not just seen it, but felt it? That profound, deep emptiness that hangs in the night sky. It's easy to believe it's nothing, a void, a pure and simple absence. But what if I told you that this emptiness is the greatest illusion of all? What if the space between you and the screen, the air in this room, the vast gulf between Earth and the nearest galaxy, is not empty at all, but is a thing, a substance, a living, breathing, cosmic fabric? Welcome. Today we are not just looking at the universe. We are going to learn how to see the loom upon which it is woven. We are going to explore the most magical, the most fundamental concept in all of existence, the fabric of space-time. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the room you're in. Now, imagine removing everything. The chairs, the air, the dust motes dancing in the sunbeam, the very atoms. What's left? Our intuition screams, nothing. But the universe whispers back, everything. This nothing is the stage. It is the canvas. It is the silent, fundamental ground of being upon which the dance of reality plays out. We have a name for this canvas, this stage. We call it space-time. It's a single, seamless entity. We think of space as the where and time as the when, but they are not separate. They are interwoven threads in the same magnificent tapestry. Think of it like this. Imagine space as a vast, silent, invisible ocean. And within this ocean, stars and galaxies are not just floating on the surface. They are profound whirlpools, deep wells, and shimmering disturbances within the ocean itself. Their mass and energy don't just sit in space. They shape it. They mold it. They tell the ocean how to curve and flow. And this curvature, this bending of the canvas, is what we experience as gravity. It's not that a planet is being pulled by some invisible, magical string towards a star. It's that the star is so heavy, it creates a deep dimple in the fabric of space-time. The planet is simply following the contours of that dimple, like a marble rolling around a funnel. Gravity isn't a force in space, it is the geometry of space. And time is woven right into this geometry. Let's talk about time, the other half of this wondrous fabric. We feel time as a relentless, one-way river, carrying us from the cradle to the grave. But in the grand scheme of the cosmos, time is more fluid, more flexible than we can possibly imagine. The fabric of space-time connects your past, your present, and your future into a single, coherent structure. Imagine a movie on a film reel. The entire story exists at once on the celluloid. Your birth, your first kiss, this very moment, your last breath, they are all there, fixed on the reel. But your consciousness, the projector's light, is only illuminating one frame at a time. You experience it sequentially, but the entire you exists as a complete four-dimensional shape within the fabric. Now here is where the magic becomes truly palpable. This fabric isn't rigid, it's dynamic. It can be stretched, compressed, twisted, and even torn. The heavier an object, the more it warps this fabric. A star warps it a little. A black hole warps it so profoundly that it punctures the canvas, creating a bottomless well from which not even light can escape. It's a place where the fabric of reality itself is tied into a knot so tight, the rules, as we know them, cease to exist. And time is part of this warp. Near a massive object, time itself slows down. It's not a metaphor. It is a physical reality. If you could stand on the surface of a neutron star, your heart would beat slower relative to someone far out in space. Your thoughts would unfold at a glacial pace. You would be living in a different tempo of time, all because you are deep within a gravity well, a place where the fabric of space-time is stretched taut. This is the mystical truth hidden within the hard equations of physics. that our experience of reality, the flow of time, the pull of gravity, is a direct, personal sensation of the shape of the cosmic canvas beneath our feet. Now, what happens when the fabric is disturbed violently? Imagine the stillness of a mountain lake at dawn. Now, imagine two colossal giants, like neutron stars or black holes, locked in a final deadly dance. As they spiral towards each other, they don't just move through space. They are churning it, whipping it into a frenzy. Their immense acceleration sends powerful shockwaves racing through the fabric of space-time itself. These are not waves of light or sound. They are waves of pure geometry, stretching and compressing space itself as they travel outward at the speed of light. We call these ripples gravitational waves. For billions of years, we were deaf to the cosmos. We could only see it. But now, with instruments of almost unimaginable sensitivity, we have learned to listen to the vibrations of space-time. When we detect a gravitational wave, we are not hearing a sound in the air. We are feeling the very fabric of the universe quiver and ring like a cosmic drumhead. We are eavesdropping on the birth cries of black holes, the death throes of stars, events so cataclysmic they make galaxies tremble. This is not just science. This is sorcery. It is the art of listening to the whispers of the void itself. But the story gets even stranger, even more mystical, when we peer into the very smallest scales. If general relativity gives us the loom, the vast cosmic scale structure of the fabric, then quantum mechanics shows us the threads themselves. And what bizarre threads they are. At the quantum level, the fabric of space-time is not smooth and serene. It is a seething, bubbling, chaotic foam, a quantum froth. Here, the concepts of here and there, before and after, lose all meaning. Tiny wormholes, theoretical tunnels through space-time, may constantly blink in and out of existence. Virtual particles, pairs of matter and antimatter, spontaneously erupt from the nothingness, borrowing energy from the universe only to annihilate each other and return it in a fleeting instant. This means that what we perceive as empty, peaceful vacuum is, in truth, a maelstrom of creative and destructive fury. The void is alive. It is a cauldron of infinite potential, a restless ocean of probability, where every possible event is constantly trying to happen. The solid, reliable stage upon which we walk is an illusion born of scale. It's like looking at a piece of silk from a distance. It appears smooth and continuous, but bring a microscope to it, and you see the chaotic, tangled world of individual threads. Our reality is that silk. The smooth canvas is an emergent property of the chaotic dance of a near infinite number of quantum threads. This leads to a staggering, almost heretical idea. What if space and time are not fundamental? What if they are themselves emergent phenomena, like the wetness of water or the temperature of a gas? What if they are a projection, a hologram, generated from a deeper, more fundamental reality that exists without space and time as we know them? This is the frontier of our understanding. We are beginning to suspect that the 3D universe we experience, with its relentless flow of time, is a magnificent illusion, a holographic projection from a 2D surface at the very edge of the observable universe. We are living inside a cosmic hologram. So, where does that leave us? You and me, here, now, sitting in this fleeting moment? It leaves us not as insignificant specks, but as integral, conscious parts of this fabric. You are not just an observer on the canvas. You are a complex, beautiful pattern woven into the canvas. Your thoughts, your memories, your very consciousness are patterns in the geometry of space-time. The electrical storms in your brain are shaping the local fabric in ways we are only beginning to fathom. Your journey through time is a unique golden thread in the grand tapestry. When you move, you are creating tiny, imperceptible ripples in space-time. When you remember the past or anticipate the future, you are navigating the four-dimensional shape of your own world line. You are a localized knot of the universe. Become self-aware, trying to understand the loom from which it was born. This understanding is our destiny. To master the fabric of space-time is to become a truly cosmic species. Imagine a future where we don't build ships to sail through space, but to navigate the contours of the fabric itself, where we can smooth out the quantum foam, stabilize a wormhole, and fold the canvas so that two distant points touch. The stars would no longer be distant points of light, but neighbors just a fold away. Time, that relentless master, could become a landscape we learn to explore. Not to change the past, perhaps, but to understand the true nature of our existence within the four-dimensional whole. This is not mere fantasy. It is the logical, magical endpoint of understanding the fabric of our reality. We are the universe awakening to its own nature. We are the canvas learning to see its own pattern. The journey is just beginning. The mysteries are profound, but the answers are waiting for us, woven into the very structure of everything. If this journey into the cosmic fabric resonated with you, if it sparked a sense of wonder, then do this fabric a favor and leave a ripple. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join the conversation in the comments below. I read every one of them, and I'd love to know what part of this cosmic tapestry amazed you the most. And if you are ready to dive even deeper, to explore the idea that our reality is a holographic projection and that we live in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, then I invite you to check out my book, Holographic Multiverse. We've only scratched the surface today. The book is a journey to the very edge of modern physics and metaphysics, where science and magic become one. The link to get your copy is in the description below. Thank you for weaving this moment of time with me. Until next time, remember, look at the stars, but feel the canvas. The universe is not just around you, it is you.